Okay, guys, so we are back. We've got doggies going everywhere, as you could tell. Have not been able to make my bed. It's actually reminding me that I need to wash it because of it's fluff season. I got huskies. You guys have seen them. You guys know I can reach down right now and get a handful of fluff from one or the other. But we are doing week 28 and 29 because last week was incredibly non-busy. Well, week 28 was nothing. We are having more pain at the pelvic floor, which is normal for me. I do normally deliver around 35-36 weeks. So we are expecting the bean to get here. If the bean is not here by 37 weeks, we will induce because of my health issues. So I'll let you guys get caught up. Friday, we had our appointment with our specialist, who we asked questions to, and yeah, she's still more concerned about my blood sugar, and I had to explain to her that I am hypoglycemic. I am used to my blood sugar going zoop. And I told her normally I don't eat sweets and stuff like that. So normally my blood sugar does not get a chance to do that because I just don't eat stuff like that. Of course, I have the almost 30-week issues not sleeping. Plus, I've got dogs that like to be let out constantly. But yeah, so that was that doctor's appointment, and then we were talking about switching me from the Nexapron over to the Hepburn. The Hepburn is not as long lasting, so I'll have to do the Hepburn in the morning and do the Nexapron at night. So I'll have 2 shots a day instead of the 1 shot a day, because Nexapron is very hard to get you to stop bleeding. In fact, if I tear myself or cut myself somehow, I bleed for hours, and it does take a very long time. Even if like we're doing an injection and it starts bleeding, it bleeds for a very, very, very long time. And I bruise terribly and everything else. The specialist is still only concerned about my blood sugar. She's like, well, that means your insulin is not working right. I'm like, I'm hypo. It's not going to work right. It's going to vary. I'm not going to have high blood sugar, but I will have low blood sugar. So, yeah, I had to explain that to her. This morning we had our normal doctor appointment, and she was pretty happy. We are getting ready to set up our hospital tour, as well as I did get my Tdap vaccine today. The reason for the Tdap is to help prevent the bean from catching whooping cough or RSV. So it is a little bit of protection I can get for her until she starts getting her vaccines. So I did do that. After she gets here, when she's about a week old, I will go and get my COVID booster. That way she gets that as well. So I know a lot of people are going to have fits over my belief in vaccinations and using immunizing your children. Because I've already been pretty much yelled at by individuals because I inform them that they will not be anywhere near my daughter if they're not vaccinated. So we have had some people kind of really resistant against that, but that's okay. That's my choice to vaccinate my child, and that's my choice to not have you around my child if you're not vaccinated. I refuse to risk my baby because you want to see my baby. My baby has cost too much money. My baby has cost too much everything for me to bother with your feelings about vaccines. As a person who is already immune compromised and not actually supposed to take vaccines, but I do it anyway because I don't trust other people to get their vaccines. I'm going to keep vaccinating. In fact, my husband has to get vaccinated, and both my kids who live with me have to be vaccinated before she gets here. So we are getting ready to go on a vaccination train. Woohoo! I got mine today. My son can get his today if he wants to get his. My husband will get his this weekend. or they can both get theirs this weekend. My daughter is setting up her appointment to get her Tdap done. So we're about 8 weeks out from, well, we're a little under 8 weeks out from getting here, because I'll be 30 weeks in just a few days. So we are still working on getting everything. If anybody would like to help, our link for our gift registry is actually below if you'd like to get her anything. But she is doing well. Her heart rate's good. Very, very busy little girl. Loves to kick, loves to headbutt. Has a bunch of fun in there. Still not putting on very much weight, which is fine with me. I'll lose a lot of weight whenever she gets here. I am already swollen today, which is a thing. I am swelling earlier in the day than I was, and my swelling is going up. But you have to remember, at the same time, I do have a inflammation disorder. So there is a lot of other stuff going on with me than just pregnancy. So we will keep that updated and everything else. Besides that, Bean is doing good. We're just doing some changes on medicine. We are having to give me some medication because I did do something to my back. I have really bad scoliosis, and I was getting the waffle iron down to make my family waffles, and I did something to my back, and my back has been out actually since Saturday. So I've actually been in a lot of pain since Saturday, more pain than normal. So I do have medication that is getting filled right now to help deal with it and get the back in, because we know with as bad as my scoliosis is and my back problems are, because I also have a bulge vertebrae and a few other problems, we do know that I will have pretty much nonstop back issues for the next couple of weeks. But we are fine with that. Nothing too serious going on, just having to counter the issues that I have caused to my body for not taking care of my body when I was younger. So we are doing good. Baby is good. She will be here soon. We'll be moving her bassinet in the next week, so you guys will get to start seeing that and start getting to see the setup, because we're moving a few things around to get ready for her now. Plus, I've got to have my husband help me defloof, because one, I haven't been able to defloof since Friday, because my doctor's appointment ran about 3 hours on Friday, and we are also getting ready to start our weekly stress tests at 33 weeks. Yeah, 33 weeks we're going to start weekly stress tests, because I have a bad habit of delivering early. We're not going to hold out for the 37-week mark. We already know that's going to be no-go past that date time because of my issues, and she is doing perfectly fine. She is around 2 pounds, 13 ounces. She is in the 20th percentile. She's good. She just will be small bean. So thank you for coming. Please subscribe, help the channel out. If you guys want, donate, whatever. We are getting closer to being here. And we will show you what it's like being a 40-plus-year-old and newborn motherhood. So thank you for coming, and please do come again.